phrase "how are you" has been overused and now sounds so boring and insincere. It really is a question that we don't expect an answer to, but we need to ask the question. Now, I'm not saying it's not correct. It's correct to ask the question "how are you," but it's well old-fashioned. There are more phrases you can ask, there are more phrases you can say that will make you sound natural, advanced, and speak confidently like a native speaker. Now, these phrases are easy and suitable for beginning learners of the English language. Hello and welcome again to Exercise Academy. I'm Esther, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, if you're new here, please press the red button and subscribe. And if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Press the like button. And if you have a question, if you have anything to say, you can use the comment section and place your comment there, and I'll respond quickly. Okay, today's lesson is on smart, creative, casual ways you can ask the question "how are you?" I'm going to give you casual ways today. Then in our next lesson, I'll give you some professional ways you can ask the question. And I'll also tell you how you can know if someone is sincerely asking you the question "how are you?" Someone can ask the question "how are you?" without being sincere. So I'll tell you how you can know if someone really cares if he or she asks you the question "how are you?" Let's begin. Don't forget, when someone asks you "how are you?" it is polite to ask the person back how the person is. So don't just answer without asking back. It shows you care. Okay, now the phrase is "how are you?" When you're asking, it is "how are you?" How are you? Now we have connected speech there with the W sound, so we have "how are you?" How are you? Can you say it? How are you? Okay? Then if you want to ask the person back, you say, "how are you?" The stress is on you. How are you? How are you? I'm great. How are you? How are you? I'm good. How are you? So we have two sentences. The first one you're asking, the stress is on how. How are you? How are you? Then when you're responding, you want to ask the person back how the person is, you stress you. How are you? How are you? How are you? Okay, I hope you got that. Now let's look at some casual ways you can ask the question "how are you?" without using the phrase "how are you?" These questions are casual conversations between family, friends, neighbors, and co-workers. So you ask casually, you try responding general and very positive, because these people want an answer that is quick and simple. They may care or they may not care. So just ask simply and answer simply. Okay, let's begin with this. How are you doing? How are you doing? Don't say "how are you doing?" It's wrong. Don't count your words. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? And you can respond by saying, "I'm well, I'm good, I'm doing well, I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?" Okay, how are you doing? "I'm doing great, how are you?" So you're asking the person the question back. I hope you got that, okay? So the first was "how are you doing?" Then you can also say this: "How are things going? How are things going? Hey, how's it going with you? How is it going?" If someone asks you "how is it going?" or "how are things with you?" you can say, "Things are going great." So it's great, it's been great, things are good. Okay, next you can say, "How's everything?" How's everything? Well, everything's good. Is everything good? Is everything okay? It means you're just checking in on the person. How's everything? Everything's good. Is everything okay? And it's same with "how's things?" or "how are things?" So when someone asks you "how are things?" or "how's everything?" it means the same thing. So you can say, "Yes, everything's fine. Everything's good. Everything's great. Everything is cool. Everything is okay." Another casual way you can ask the question is by saying, "What's up? What's up? What's up?" Or you could say, "Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?" That's a way of asking the question casually. How are you? Hey, what's up? I'm cool. I'm great. Nothing much, nothing much, not a whole lot, not much. Okay, you can also ask by saying, what's going on? What's going on in your life? Hey, what's going on? What are you up to? Now, this means, what are you doing right now? What's happening at the moment? When someone asks you the question, what's going on, it means the person wants to know what is happening in your life at the moment. What's going on? So you don't say, what is going on? You say, what's going on? What's going on? What are you doing? Not what are you doing? Try not to count your words. Try to see your words together. What are you doing? What are you doing? Nothing much. Not much at all. You could say, I'm working on a new project, I'm watching a movie, I'm recording a video, I'm taking a walk, whatever it is you're doing. Another way you can ask for the question is by saying, what are you up to? What are you up to could also mean the person is doing something mischievous or is up to mischief. So it's a friendly question. What are you up to? So you can walk in and see someone behaving funny and you ask the person, what are you up to? I mean, what are you doing? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? What trouble have you been making? This is what I say to my kids when I walk in suddenly and see them being silent and I'm like, what have you been up to? What have your kids been doing? What are you up to? What have you been up to? Okay, what have you been up to or what's been going on could also mean what have you been doing? What's going on in your life? What has been going on in your life? So you can say, I've been getting started on a new video, I've been getting started on a new project. Or you could say, the kids and I have been spending a lot of time outside. So these are casual ways you can ask for the question, how are you, without saying the phrase, how are you? Next, you can ask by saying, how have you been? How have you been? How have you been? How's your day been? How's your day going? Not how has your day been? It is wrong. How has your day been? You don't have to stress the has. You weaken it. How's your day been? Not how has. How's your day been? How's your day going? How's now this phrase is very common. It is warm, it's friendly, and also very casual. So you can learn that. How's your day been? How's your day going? Not how has your day been. Okay? Now you can also say this, what's new? What's new with you? Hey, what's new? Now this is used when you haven't seen someone for a while and you want to know what the latest information might be in the person's life. So you want to know what the latest news is and you are asking for an update on anything new, on anything interesting. So you'd say, what's new with you? Hey, what's new? So you can respond by saying, not a lot, not much. I just started a new job, or I just got an apartment, or we're getting ready to move out of this state to another state. So you say something new happening in your life, okay? Another phrase is, how are things coming along? How are things coming along? It means how are you getting on? How much progress has been made in your new job? You can ask someone, how are things coming along? In the new environment, you can ask the question, how are things coming along, okay? Now you can also say, how's everything coming together? It means the same thing, how are things coming along? How's everything coming together? You can answer by saying, things are coming together nicely, thank you. Things are going on well, thank you. Now, if you want to know about the person's health, maybe the person is sick or not doing well, or the person is in a difficult situation, you can ask the question, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? It could also be used if you know a person is nervous before a big speech or a big meeting, okay? It's also a professional way. So you say, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Now, if you're feeling great, you say, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling good. And if you're not feeling okay, you say, I'm not feeling good. So if you're sick, you're not well, you respond by saying, I'm not feeling so good. Okay, if you don't want to use the phrase, how are you feeling, and you want to ask about someone's health, you can say, how's your health? How's your body? How do you feel? Okay, these are all the phrases you can use. How's your health? How's your body? How do you feel? How's your health? How's your body? How do you feel? So you can say, I feel cool, I feel great, I feel good. Now, if you also want to ask about a person's health, you can use the phrase, are you well? Is your family well? Is she well? Is he well? This is also a fairly formal way of asking the question, how are you? So if you're well, you say, I am. I am well. We are well. She's well. He's well. We are all well. Thank you. Another common, warm, and friendly expression you can say is, are you all right? It is common. Are you all right? Are you all right? Now, if you haven't seen someone in a while, you can say this. How's life? How's life treating you? It's great if you haven't seen the person in a while and you want to know how the person is faring. How's life? How's life treating you? A rather formal phrase you can use when you're meeting or greeting someone that you don't know so well is, how do you do? Hello, how do you do? Hello, how do you do? It is normally said while shaking a hand and we don't necessarily expect a response. But if you want to respond, you say, how do you do? With a low tone. So the person asking the question says, how do you do? How do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Okay, another short phrase Americans use all the time is howdy, howdy. Howdy is a short form for how do you do? Howdy, howdy, how do you do? How do you fare? How are you faring? These are other phrases you can use also. How do you fare? How are you faring? How's it hanging? These means how's it going with you? What's going on? They're just different ways you can ask the question, how are you? What's sizzling? What's kicking? What's popping? These are casual ways you can ask the question. I've equipped you with over 30 phrases you can use instead of the phrase, how are you? If you want to ask someone how the person is, you want to know if the person is okay, you want to show that you care, these are phrases, casual phrases you can use instead of using the boring phrase, how are you? So learn these phrases and tell me which is suitable, which is your best, which phrase do you like saying? Let me know in the comment section. My task for you today is, how do you ask the question, how are you? Which question is your favorite way of showing someone that you care? Tell me in the comment section. Okay, our next lesson we'll be looking at professional ways you can ask the question, how are you? If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do subscribe. And if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video with your family, friends, and loved ones. And stay till our next lesson, where we'll discuss professional ways of asking the question, how are you? Do take care. Bye for now.